I believe. All right, I believe we are live, folks. Welcome to our Giving Tuesday. We are hosting 12 nonprofits, local nonprofits today, and interviewing them and just getting to know them and what they're doing in the community. But today I have with me Boulware Missions. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm David Gaynor, the Executive Director for the Boulware Mission.
How long have you been with Boulware?
For 6 months, became the Executive Director about 3 months ago.
Okay, so moving on up pretty quick. That's awesome.
I feel like I was called to do this.
Mm-hmm. Some people just have the heart for it. Just
heart
in the drive. And
well, it's a funny story. I've told a lot of people before I came into nonprofit work. I did a lot of volunteer work, but I worked in manufacturing and hospitality and did a million other things. But I don't know, the story goes, and this is the honest truth, whenever I hit what I felt was going to be my midpoint in life, and my kids were getting older, not needing dad as much, I kind of felt like it was time for me to give back. And my wife gave me her blessing. I left my job without knowing where I was going to go, and then landed at the Boulware Mission just a couple of months later, and the rest is history.
That's amazing.
Yeah, crazy story.
Sometimes there's just a plan, and there's a perfect place for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what have you been doing there since you've gotten to Boulware?
When I started at Boulware Mission, I came on as the operations coordinator. They really needed someone to fulfill their need for food sustenance, create a good menu. So we're a 24-hour-a-day living facility. The men that are in Boulware literally eat 3 meals a day with us. And I felt like one of the most important things for me to do was create good meals to make sure that they were eating well. I remember my first day coming in there and just observing the kitchen and how everybody was working, and well, let's just say knowing that I was going to make that food a little bit better than what it looked like. So we created some culinary excellence there. We're teaching a lot of people how to cook, but beyond that, my job also entailed facilities, making sure that the whole property was maintained, making sure that our clients adhered to their chore list, and just really kind of all around took care of the things that other people weren't capable of doing at that time. But became pretty passionate about it. And the relationship that you have with the clients. So we have 45 clients there on average.
Okay.
And I know every one of them. You can't not know every one of them. And they truly become just a part of a big family there.
Absolutely.
We lean on each other. We depend on each other. And, I believe that I'll learn as much from them as they hopefully do from me. But it's been an amazing experience since I've been there. I can't imagine being anywhere else. And I'm just blessed to be in this row, to be able to help gentlemen from our own community who have had a past where addiction has been involved, or having grapple on their life, and helping them find the means or the way to create a different pathway for themselves. It's great when it works.
Yes, absolutely.
But don't get me wrong, it doesn't always work.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking when it doesn't, but I mean, it literally changes your own life whenever you help change somebody else's.
It does indeed.
Yes.
It does.
So what all does Boulware do? I know you have different programs. So you have like your drug and alcohol. I read a little on your website. You do kind of like money management, different programs like that. Tell me some more different things that y'all do.
So let me start with the phases. We have 5 phases at the Boulware Mission that our clients can move through. And first phase would be the week that they move in there, where they're going to recognize their addiction or their affliction, and they're going to be put into a pre-treatment area, a place where they can go and detox if they need to, and kind of figure out what their next step's going to be. We're going to help create that next step for them, and we're going to be there working with them. It's a chance to just get sober, okay? And
just
so
breath, like just to take a breath and let your world to stop moving.
Listen, you have nothing to worry about at that point. We've wrapped our arms around you. We have a room for you individually. We're going to bring you 3 meals a day that are excellent, and pack your refrigerator full of all kinds of different snacks and sustenance, and get you a TV room. Just like you said, it's a chance for you to just not worry about anything for a little while.
Get out of that fight or flight mode that you've been living in for so
Probably,
long.
I would say that that's probably how a lot of the people feel who go in there. But after 7 days, they come out to the phase 2, which is what we call the treatment dorm. And in this period, they're going to be given a whole day packed full of classes that are going to teach you about life skills, classes that are going to teach you about how to live your life without the drugs, how to manage your money, how to be a better dad. It encompasses so much that they truly do probably need to begin refocusing on. And then after that phase 2, which is about 30 days, they can move into what we call phase 3, which would be the work dorm. It's an opportunity for our clients to actually go back to work.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really awesome. Now they have to work to get to that point.
Right.
Now we hold them accountable, and we make sure that we drug test them. We make sure that we give them rules that they have to live by, because in life, let's face it, we all have rules that we have to live by.
Yep.
So we don't want that to be an estranged idea to them as they're moving back out into the workforce. You know, the guys that move into this 3rd phase are able to do a variety of different things, and we have a lot of different employers that will come in and look for these specific fellows to do the various jobs in the community, whether it be, you know, landscaping or laborious jobs, or even cooking and things like that.
Yeah.
So you know, after that, now let's say they're able to complete that process, they make it through that 30 days. We just recently, about 2 years ago, opened up what we call the transition wing. And this transition wing is so awesome because it to me, I always call it the last step and the stepping stone into your independent life. Because what we really want to do is create independence and self-sustainability. And once they've gotten to the point where they can move into the transition wing, which has a mild cost to it, it's like a studio apartment, if you will, but you still get all the amenities of the Boulware Mission, all of the meals, the counseling, everything that we include.
You still start feeling that freedom a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't have as many rules that you have to live by. You don't have some of the time frames that we would set for other clients, you know, to come back at a specific time. It's definitely the last step, but I see this work so often. In fact, we've had so much success with this that we've been able to nurture, I would say about 45 to 60 men in the last 2 years that have phased out of that transition phase to go live somewhere independently.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's just, it's life conditioning.
Yeah, you're literally changing lives, because I mean, often or not, like, I'm sober, and that's not always enough to get sober. I mean, a lot of people have been in the madness for years and years, and once they get clean, they don't have the life skills that, you know, other people do. So that's amazing that you're reintroducing them, you know, in all the different ways.
Yeah, and kudos to you on your 2 years of sobriety.
Thank you.
I don't know if anyone's told you that today, but
Yeah,
that's awesome.
well, thank
Awesome.
you. I appreciate
I celebrate that with you.
Yeah. So programs like that, I mean, that would have been beneficial to me. I mean, like,
Sure.
Especially if, God forbid, if it ever happens again. But I mean, like, we have amazing, you know, nonprofits like this in our community that I would love to get the word out more and have more people know that that's a possibility. Because I don't know about you, but personally in my generation, I feel like every time I look around, I mean, I'm surprised at how many people have reached out to me. How'd you get sober? How'd you do it? And to have different places I can point them, like, hey, they'd love to help you. These people would love to help you. And of course I help myself, but when the community like that, like, that's just amazing what y'all are doing.
No, I think you just hit on something really important. Addiction affects everybody in some way. I will guarantee you in some way, every person who's watching this podcast and beyond have been affected by addiction through someone that's in their family or someone that they work with or a friend. I will promise you, and you may not know this because addiction is often very silent, but you know somebody who could probably benefit from time at the Boulware Mission or one of the many, many other places in Owensboro. I want to extend a thanks to all of the other places in Owensboro who are doing some of the things that we're trying to accomplish as well. It's not competition. We are all on the same team. We're just a different place, but I can promise you we all have the same goals. It just might be a different path getting there. From Rooted Recovery to the Lighthouse. There are just so many out there that Friends of Sinners that are doing such good work. And we all have a very tight relationship.
That's amazing. So tell me, if somebody watching today, we pulled at their heartstrings, how can they donate or how can they physically help?
Thank you. Yeah, there's always a need. We are independently funded. Our community funds most of what we do. A lot of the local churches and, of course, some of the grants that we've been awarded has helped us sustain throughout the last century. But if you want to help, go to boulwaremission.org. That's BOULWARE.org and look for the QR code. We made it pretty easy. It's a new age. We kind of rode into the 21st century with the QR code. So you can scan it and you can also donate, but you can also go to some of the events that we have. Don't forget that the Boulware Mission presents 2 major events in Owensboro every year. Dancing with Our Stars, which occurs in September, which is an awesome event. I got to be a part of it last year and can't wait to be a part of it in 2025. And then we also have a pretty big golf scramble in either May or June. But I do look forward to all of those. So come out and play some golf with us or dance on a stage. I'm looking for volunteers that want to do that as well. But talking about volunteers, the other way that you can donate would be to give some of your time to us. And I want to welcome anyone who has any time or any desire to help us out to come in, because I promise I'll have a special job for you. And beyond the volunteering of time, if you have a life skill that you want to teach, if you're a great botanist, or if you're a great birdhouse builder, if there are just things, and let's face it, everybody's good at something, right? Come in and teach it to my guys.
That's amazing.
Take time, come in and show them how to do it, because I promise you're going to make a difference.
And you never know what spark you're going to hit with somebody. Like I never imagined I would be in real estate, but here I am. That's where I wound up. So I mean, you never know when you're going to spark that interest in somebody, and that may be their life calling that they never knew was out there. So
there you go.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Hope that the community considers that. Bring your talents to us and inspire somebody.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. Well, you got anything else for us?
No, I hope everybody has a good day. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for your time.
It's been a pleasure.
Yes.
And good luck in real estate. And congratulations again on 2 years of sobriety.
Yes. Well, thank you so very much. And if you all want to donate to Boulware, you can go to their Facebook page or you can go to their website. Or you also, I believe Mario is going to put our link down there possibly. I may have just lied. I don't know. Mario, can you do it?
Thanks, Mario.
Alrighty. Thanks, Mario. Thanks, guys. Check back in. We'll be right back.